weekend before camp that I was 50-50. I don't care if people don't believe that. That's true. He also left the door open to returning to Green Bay after this season. Take a listen.
You know, I don't want a farewell tour. I don't know what's going to happen after the season, but I'm going to enjoy it with the right perspective for sure, and not look at it as I'm getting through this. I'm just going to enjoy the hell out of, all of it.
Okay, Shannon, what do you make of this?
Skip, I don't think anybody on any network has defended Aaron Rodgers more than I have.
I'll buy that.
But I'm getting tired of his ass.
Good. Thank you.
He come out, no, he don't want a farewell tour. Skip, who posted on his IG The Last Dance? Does he understand what The Last Dance meant? The Last Dance was Michael Jordan didn't play anymore.
Correct.
Ain't nobody was talking about no farewell tour until you brought it up. Ain't nobody even thinking about no farewell tour. Kobe mentioned at the end of the beginning of the year, this is my last year, they gave even Kareem, remember Skip, everybody was giving Kareem rocking chairs, somebody gave him some boots, some guitar, I get all that. But ain't nobody mentioned no farewell tour until you brought it up. Nobody was thinking about no retirement until you brought it up. You brought this up because you or your team leaked to Adam Schefter that there were issues between you and Green Bay.
Correct.
You did this.
He did it. Yep.
Wasn't about no retirement. What you wanted to do, you wanted to throw your weight around. You say, Green Bay, get rid of Brian Gutekunst or else.
Yep.
They say, I'm a firm believer, Skip, when somebody gives you a choice, an ultimatum, do this or else, always choose else. And that's what Green Bay did.
Yep.
Retire. We're not trading you. Well, I was 50-50. You weren't 50-nothing. Man, I'm tired of this. You know what he's done, Skip? You know who he turned into? He turned into the guy that he came behind. He done turned into Brett Favre. Skip, you remember the last 4 or 5 years, every year, Brett, man, I don't know. I think I'm going to retire. I think I'm going to hang it up. I'm retired. And Green Bay said, you know what? We're going to retire you from Green Bay because we're finna trade you to the Jets. Aaron, you're up. And Green Bay got tired of Aaron Rodgers' BS. That's why they hired a coach and didn't tell him. That's why they made the moves, because they got tired of his BS.
They did.
Man, Aaron, stop this foolishness. Go play football. And don't worry about it. If they give you a farewell tour, okay. If they don't, that's okay too. But I need you to play football and stop talking about I don't want any farewell tour while you keep putting up, then why you want all these guys back? Why you want Clay Matthews back?
Yep.
Why you want Randall Cobb back? You want to get the band together for one last hoorah. Man, you need to stop, man. He really getting on my nerves, Skip.
Aaron Rodgers has been getting on my nerves for the last 10 years. Is it now 11 since he went to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, 2010.
Yep. So I'm going to put your man Aaron Rodgers on my couch for a minute and psychoanalyze. I see an aging quarterback who found a way to deal with pressure last year. And the way to deal with it was to say, I'm finding my bliss. It's to all but go hippie beach bum. That's what he looks like now. Right. He's let his hair grow long and he just combs it straight back. He doesn't style it anymore. And every word out of his mouth is about joyfulness, happiness. I'm focused on joyful and happy.
Right.
And I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. We just heard him say. And he talked about last year, he said, I took the headphones off on bus, when they're bussing on the road, and enjoyed the surroundings and the road trips and the time with the guys. Yeah, that's a great template for sure. So what happened last year, he just sort of gave into it and said, you know what? I'm going to accept my fate. They took this kid. They traded up to take him in the first round. This could be it for me in Green Bay. And I'm just going to have fun with it and be at peace with it. And I'm going to find my football bliss late in my career. And what was the result of that? You can argue he had his greatest year ever.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ran away with MVP because he took the pressure off. And the pressure didn't mount again until he got to an NFC Championship game at home. And all he talked about that week was, my dream came true. Right. All I ever wanted was one NFC Championship game at Lambeau Field, and he got it.
Right.
Well, it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
And he had it first and goal at the 8 and 1-2-3 kick because they took the field goal, and he pretty much stunk up the fourth quarter, and they lost to Tom Brady and company. and Brady and company went on to win a Super Bowl that I'm sure Aaron had his sights on, that he could solidify and bookend his career with a second Super Bowl that did not come true.
Correct.
And the whole offseason to me was a sympathy tour for him, where he very strategically sent messages out through various reporters that he's unhappy, he wants out, he needs to be traded.
Right.
And ultimately, I think it was a money play, but it was, in the biggest picture, a sympathy play, because he wanted to change that narrative you talk about from, I screwed up the NFC Championship game, but I need to become a sympathetic figure to Packer Nation again, and he did.
Right.
Don't go, Aaron. We need you. We love you. You're it. We can't go forward with Jordan Love. We don't even know who he is. We don't know what he is. And he pulled off becoming a very sympathetic figure with Packer Nation, because they were all but on their knees. Please come back and give us at least one more year.
Flying all across the country, knocking on his door, trying to get him to come back. Skip, it was him that posted The Last Dance. It was him that I want to host Jeopardy. I want that gig. It was him restructuring his contract. If Aaron Rodgers really wanted to get up out of there, you know who his agent is? David Dunn. People don't know who David Dunn is. That was Carson Palmer's agent. When Carson Palmer says, I want to get up out of Cincinnati and I'm going to retire, Mike Brown says retire. He retired. Guess what? He got traded to the Raiders. So if Aaron Rodgers really wanted to retire and force his hand, he got the agent that just did it. The last guy to do it. Aaron Rodgers was out there bluffing. I'm calling your bluff. Yeah, I'm one of the guys that don't believe it. I do not believe you were going to retire. You were bluffing, trying to get the Packers to say, look, y'all need to make a decision. Brian Gutekunst or me. There are other general managers. Y'all can't, ain't a whole lot of Aaron Rodgers ever. So he can miss me with this.
I said from the start, he was bluffing. I told you from the start. You said, we need him in Denver.
Yeah, we do.
And I got it. I got it. He wanted no part of Denver. It's too much pressure. There's no bliss in Denver, because all of a sudden you're on the hottest seat, because Denver, the Bronco Nation, you know it better than anybody, would sit back and say, okay, you're on. Be Peyton. Show us. Show us. You can be our new Peyton Manning, right?
Yeah.
Take us to the promised land. Heck, be Elway.
Right.
You're that great. You can do this. Let's win a couple of more Super Bowls before you retire.
Right.
I don't think he wanted any part of that. I think he loves being the man in a small, biggest fish in a pretty small Green Bay pond. You know it well because your brother played there. And he wants to retire a Packer. And I do not think he wants this to be a farewell tour, because I think he wants to play 2 more years.
Well, Skip, why even mention farewell tour?
Well,
why are you so reflective?
Okay, but he posted Last Dance, but he hasn't talked about a farewell tour. He just got asked about, is this a farewell tour?
No.
He didn't bring it up.
No, he goes, I don't want a farewell tour. He says, no, I'm playing football. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Nope, he's not done. And he doesn't want to give up that job and that throne that he's on in Green Bay. He does not want to walk away from it just yet.
But then why is everything so reflective? Why is everything so, it's bliss? And, the headphones came off. Well, I mean, especially like when we land in the city, there ain't nobody had no headphones on. Everybody laugh. When you're on your way to the stadium, that's a different mindset, Skip. I'm getting ready.
I think that's what he meant, like on game day bus to the game. Take your headphones off and sort of, instead of going internal into your music and into your zone, just enjoy the sights and sounds.
What sights and sounds? Every city you've gone into?
Of Detroit, right?
How many times they're in the same division? How many times they take the same route to the stadium?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I put him on the couch. It's all peace and love. It's all great. It's all happy because it worked last year.
You drinking 5 or 6 shots of tequila?
That's all.
Yeah, you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
You be very, very happy.
Yeah. That's all he talks about, right?
Yes.
A little jack here and there.
Yeah. Man, come on.
Okay.
Man, just go play football.
Well, he successfully took all the pressure off himself last year.
Ain't no pressure off him.
And it worked.
Oh, no. No, that pressure's on him. After the season he had and the commotion that he caused this offseason, he better have a season damn near close to what he had last year. Absolutely.
Sounds like Shannon Sharp is turning on Aaron
I ain't
Rodgers.
turning on him, but I'm sick of his BS. I'm here.
Really?
I'm done with all this talking and retiring and farewell and this and I'm going to enjoy the moment. I'm going to be in in the present. I want to make this. I don't want to hear none of that.
So you've turned on LeBron James
No, I ain't
and
turned on
Aaron Rodgers.
I ain't want to turn on no. I ain't turned on
You said
nobody.
it will not work with Russell Westbrook.
That's
what you said. And so I'm taking it to my bank.
I said it's not a natural fit, but if anybody can throw you on the, don't even let him look at it. Just throw the pieces on the table. Go to figure it out.
Okay. Will GOAT Rodgers figure it out?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. He talking about he might retire in the middle of the season. You know, he was thinking about he was 50-50 right before the season.
What he said.
So he might be 50-50 during the season.
Oh, Malibu Aaron.
I appreciate the honesty.